me, back on my channel. I'm back again. Today was Christmas jumper day and I got to wear my mini jumper. I was so happy. I actually accompanied this with if you can see it, a lovely red skirt, courtesy of my mother because it's too big for her now. Skinny little, but it fits me now and it's actually really roomy and it says size 10. But I think it's from one of those places where their size 10s are a size 12. But I get to say I'm wearing a size 10, so I'm okay. Sorry that it took me so long to upload this video. I did want to upload it early in the week, but I came down with sinusitis. And if you don't know what that is, it's when your blood vessels in the sinus system swell and just cause havoc. And I had a high temperature. One of the nights I was actually hallucinating that shadows were coming up the walls and over me and facing me and I couldn't move, and in my dream I was screaming, but apparently my mum says there was no screaming. I also had the sensation of flying through the air through the different layers of clouds with, like, I could feel the air pressure and the temperature drop, and it was creepy. And then screaming out didn't happen, but I was screaming, then I opened my eyes and then my mum was there, but apparently I was still dreaming. But yeah, it was horrible and I've only really felt completely 100% today, so that is why I've decided to get this video done for you, because I have been tagged by Helen from the Livingstones. She has tagged me in a Q&A. I haven't got the numbers that she has or other people that may have done this, so I've had to wait a little bit of time for questions to actually accumulate. Thank you very much for anyone who has asked me a question. It does mean a lot that you are making an effort with me, and I hope that I don't disappoint you in my answers. So I put up on my Instagram and a Facebook page that is not an official Slimming World page, but it's for Slimming World. But then it got removed because in the rules you're not allowed to promote your own blogs or vlogs. One up with that, but I managed to get a few before they removed it. So the first question was from Sasha Lane. I did ask these people before if they were happy for me to use their names, and they have given me permission, so thank you. So first of all, she's basically just said well done to me, thank you very much. She has two questions. So the first one is self-motivation, eating crap, saying she can't say no to a glass of wine, going out and we'll have 3-course meals, sweets, chocolates. I can't keep saying I'll be good for the rest of the week. Motivation is a hard subject, especially when you have to self-motivate. The thing that motivates me is looking at pictures and looking at the fake smile behind it, looking how miserable I was behind the eyes. I don't like seeing that. I'm sure other people can see that as well. So my motivation is to be happy, because I bloody well deserve it. I've done absolutely no wrong in my life. I deserve to be happy, and the only person standing in the way of happiness was myself. So that's my motivation. I don't go out for a lot of meals, so I'm sorry, I really can't answer the question regarding 3-course meals or say no to wine, because I only drink wine if it's to get drunk, if it's to have a good night out, and then I'm not sinning it out. So I'm not a Slimming World guru. I haven't got the perfect journey. It's my journey, and you need to make sure you're following yours that makes you happy. Don't follow other people's. You need to it's a personalised journey, it's your own. So try and find pictures that you don't like the look of, and then pictures that you do as you've lost weight. Put them on your kitchen fridge or on your cupboards or on your wardrobe to remind yourself why you are doing this journey. But you need to make sure you're doing it for you, because there's absolutely no point doing it for other people. been there, I've done that, I lost the weight and then I put it back on again because I wasn't doing it for me. This time I am, and I'm succeeding. So it is all about your own state of mind and being ready for it. But yeah, pictures is a big thing, and one thing I regret the most is taking measurements. I haven't taken any because I know I've lost numbers on the scales and not much on my body, but then I've lost inches off my body and not much on the scale. So it's about keeping the balance and motivating yourself to keep on top of that as well. Chocolate, there are plenty of low-sinned chocolate, and what I would say is find out what your trigger foods or drinks are, and maybe not having them in the house and only having them as a one-off treat if someone has brought it for you as a treat maybe, or when you've hit a certain milestone, to have it then. Because I don't have things like donuts or cupcakes or cake in general in the house because they're my trigger foods. I know I can't have one and then forget about them. That's a battle with myself, and to fight that, I keep them out of the house. So I don't know if that answered it or not, but I hope it did. You also had another question which was about snacking. I snack a lot on cold meats like ham and chicken in the fridge. I have 3 yogurts, and I still will have like mug shots. It has been released officially that Slimming World have now put them on as sins, like things like mug shots and the pasta run sauces and the naked noodles. I think there has been an article being officially released, and it's on the app as well, but they are still ridiculously low sins. The reason it's been changed is Slimming World are trying to protect our weight losses, and I'm thankful for that, because if that means I've been having one of those a day, or maybe even 2 a day, and still having 15 sins, I've been going over. So they're just trying to protect us. But having those in the cupboard is a big thing for me. I have low sinned crisps. I really like the pea snacks from Aldi. I have the Thai green curry ones. They're 4 sins a pack. You can get lower sinned products like French fries. I think they're 3.5. Always double check obviously, but I think they're 3.5. But I really like the pea snacks, and I really find them satisfying. Maybe making yourself, I know a lot of people do this and they pre-boil boiled eggs for a few days. I personally don't do that. I don't know why. I have no qualms with boiled eggs, I just haven't really done it. But yeah, a lot of people have those in their fridge ready to eat, so maybe look into things that you can pre-cook and keep for a few days in the fridge to stop you reaching for that chocolate bar, and then go for something healthier. I have in the past pre-chopped up carrot sticks and cucumber sticks, and then I've wrapped them around in ham or chicken or turkey with a little toothpick, and I had it like a little cocktail treat. So yeah, again, I hope that helps. One of the questions I forgot to take a screenshot of, someone actually asked me my height. I am 5 foot 2.5, 3 depending on how swollen my feet were when I've stood and got measured. I don't know, it's never the same wherever I go. So yeah, 5 foot 2.5, 3, and my goal weight is 9.5 stone. Now that's my personal target. I know a lot of people that are taller than me or shorter than me by a few inches that are going for maybe a higher target. I personally want to see what it's like getting down to 9.5. If I don't feel comfortable, if I feel like that's too much, I can always change my target and then go up a little bit gradually. But yeah, my target is 9.5. I've been 9 before. I was a little bit too thin then with my collarbones, but I think it was probably half a stone. I might be wrong, but we'll find out when I get there. When I get there. I will get there. I'm only 2 stone away now. 2 stone away! My first Instagram comment was, Danny 6667, how do you stay motivated if you've had a small loss? It is difficult sometimes, but I always think it's better going forward a little bit than not going forward at all or going backwards. At the end of the day, it's a journey forwards, and that is the thing that counts the most. As long as you're going forward or not going back. Look at this. Look at this. Sorry, guys, I distracted. Just reminding yourself while you're on there, making sure you don't self-sabotage. I've done it before. I did it at the beginning of my journey when I was so disheartened. I had a fully unplanned week, no more than 15 sins a day. My healthy A's done, my healthy B's done, 1/3 speed, and I didn't get the results I wanted. Always remember, your body doesn't know that it's weigh day. It might be holding on to some water, it could be absolutely anything. So just keep going forward, it will catch up with you. That is the only thing I can really say, because I know it's really hard and disheartening, but you've got to remember you're on a journey. Some people get there in the speed of light and some people just take their own time, but it's your own journey. That's all I can say. So Janice.Ann.B, what would your dream outfits to wear when you get your dream body? Casual wear and evening wear. So casual would be, I would love to be able to wear one, I know it sounds really basic, but just like one of those long band t-shirty kind of things with thigh-high boots. I know some people might not like that style, but I look at that and I'm like, oh, if I had that figure, I totally would. But I don't think I could get thigh-high boots that I would feel comfortable enough yet to have just a long, like a short dress, long top kind of situation. But yeah, I really like that kind of style, kind of grungy style, and I can't wait for the day I can pull it off. My dream evening would be a lovely red or purple or an emerald green kind of ball gown that was heart-shaped here. So this is you know, like a, you know what I mean, I can't think of what it's called, but one that goes down there with like a gem or crystal encrusted like top half with a lovely, not too puffy, but I lovely like a silky, satiny, puffy under. I'm struggling really hard to, I hope you get the image, but I'm struggling really hard to describe it. I've never seen a dress that I really wanted, but that would be my dream. Maybe when I get there I might treat myself to a custom made dress, but yeah, that would be it. And I would love to be able to walk in heels for longer than half an hour with the amount of weight I put on my feet. But yeah, I would really love to wear those kind of things. I have just reread the question and it's evening outwear, so I'm assuming you mean just like at a party, things like that. So probably not as elegant as a ball gown maybe, but I would love a nice fitted silhouette dress with one of those slits just on the side, enough just below on the thigh going down to the knee, with some nice stiletto shoes. And I would love it to maybe like a plunge a little bit, but down up here then, and then maybe a plunge there, but then a side kind of like that, you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Please tell me you know what I mean. Nikki 840_SW has asked, what's your favourite Slimming World meal? Up until last week it was the Mayflower chicken curry, but last week I tried the beef stroganoff. Now I don't know if this is a official Slimming World recipe, but I got it off Pinch of Nom and it was absolutely delicious. I did put how I made it on my Instagram, a short video that I Snapchatted, so if you want to go on my Instagram, it's on there. I will do an official YouTube video on how I made it as well, but it was so, the beef was tender, the the sauce was so creamy and it felt so naughty, but it was absolutely delicious. So I strongly recommend that. And baked oats for breakfast. That's my favourite, all-time favourite Slimming World meal, is baked oats. What? KJ Kelly 86 has asked, can you have King's Mill Thins as a healthy extra B? I'm new to this. I don't know, so what I've just done is had a look on the Slimming World checker thing, and it says the King's Mill wholemeal sandwich thins 6 to 9 pack, as long as they are 41 grams, that is one for your healthy extra B, or 5 cents each. So that is on there if you can see. So I don't really use those. I use my healthy B on things like oats from baked oats, or you know those official cereal bars, the hi-fi bars, or sometimes maybe crustless bread, because as long as it's 60 grams, I normally cut off the crust, and I normally get 3 wholemeal slices for 60 grams for my healthy extra B, but I very rarely use it for bread. But yeah, if you haven't got the app, or Google, if you Google anything to do with Slimming World, you'll get the answer. And then finally, I have sassy_debs87. Was there ever a time where you fell off the SW wagon? If so, how did you get back on again? I've been off plan for a week and I'm going to struggle with Christmas coming up. Yes, I have fallen off the wagon. I actually stopped going for 5 weeks due to personal issues, and I didn't eat great. I oversinned every day. However, I wasn't eating a lot, so I actually maintained for those 5 weeks. But trying to get back to it, I wanted to go after the first week, but it was really hard. But I saw a few people out who hadn't seen me for a while, and they were saying how amazing I looked, so I had to take that in consideration. I was like, why am I throwing this away? I was looking at pictures, and my boyfriend was encouraging me to try and get back onto it as well. My mum, again, I go with her, and she was encouraging me to go back as well. So it is hard, but again, it is all about self-motivation and realising that you want to do it for yourself. So if you are really struggling with Christmas, you've got 2 choices. You can either say, right, from New Year's I am going back on plan, I'm going to enjoy Christmas, get it out the way, and get back on plan, rejoin in the New Year's, new year, new you. Cliche as it may sound, it can work. Alternatively, you can pick up a pen and paper right now, plan your week, plan your shopping around it, plan your Christmas dinner early, plan what you want. If you're going to oversin on Christmas, or if you're going to oversin on some of the days, try and plan lower sin days around it. But yeah, it has to come from your heart that you want to do it. That is, I think that I've said that so many times in this video already. It's all about you being ready. So I really hope that you choose the best thing to make you happy, because at the end of the day, Christmas is about happiness, and as long as you're happy, don't put yourself under stress. I've done that and in previous weeks not long ago, and I've stopped putting pressure on myself, and I've actually lost more by just relaxing a little bit, planning, shopping, and working it around that way. So I really hope that help. Good England. I really hope that helps. So apologies if I've been no help at all, and you're welcome if I have. But yeah, quick update on the weight. So I did say I was going to do some blind weights until Christmas, not until more Christmas, until my birthday in February, and that was going to plan until my mum went after me and said, are you sure you don't want to know what it is? No, I'm sure I don't want to know what it is. Are you sure you don't want to know what it is? So I found out what it is, and I actually lost 3.5 pounds, if you can see, and I got my Club 10, Club 10 is up, sorry. Club 10. And yeah, I wasn't expecting that at all, because I was so ill and I fed myself silly, but I must have just burnt it all off by sweating from fever. But yeah, I will actually be blind weighing till my birthday now, so that's 8 weigh-ins. So I am grateful for my mum for pointing that out for me. I just want to say happy holidays and Merry Christmas to all those people working in the public sector this year. Christmas is about being with your family and your friends, your loved ones, and some of them are working leading up to Christmas, and some are even working Christmas Day to keep our families safe. My mum is actually working on Christmas morning. She works in the sterilising department in the Coventry University Hospital. So in the morning she'll actually be working, making sure things are ready for if there is any accidents on Christmas Day. Also New Year's. So from me and anyone who would like to tag or comment below, anyone you want to thank as well, thank you for your service this time of year. And until then, bye!